Hello Internet, this is LordMaddog and we are playing Kerbal Space Program. Last time we landed a mobile base on Nemesis. No, not Nemesis. Nemesis! Yes, Nemesis, yes. Things have changed a lot in the last 10,000 years, or 50,000 years, I can't remember which. Let's just kind of let it time warp speed on and let Jebediah Kerman do whatever he wanted, and I come back and find things a mess, and Jebediah Kerman was asleep and I had to wake him up. Well, the people woke him up because the Kerballs decided to turn itself into Archangel and start expanding and eating everything. It ate Moho right up. Yeah, it did. Anyway, so we are going to this day. We're going to start sending out probes. We're going to build probes and send out probes so we can actually start going to other planets. So that's what we're going to do, but first we're going to have to clean up a little bit of mess. We got some orbital debris and different things around, so let's go ahead and do that. The big one debris, orbital debris, we don't need this stuff. We can actually recover this stuff. Here we go. Recover that. We don't need big one debris. Alright, so now Big One Relay. This is the one we launched long time ago. It was our 100-ton launch, our original 100-ton launch. It doesn't have that much in the way of science on it, but it does have almost 5K Delta V, which means we're going to try to send it to Wasteland, which used to be Kerbin. That's port time, limited time, creek node. There we go. No, let's try to go shorter time because I don't really want to wait all that long. That's good. Execute. Yeah, we have 4K there. We have 2K. Yeah, I think we should be able to stop. And we're pretty big. We should be able to stand some aero braking for this thing. Here we go. We're going to also rename this Why MechJab performs this maneuver. Rename it to Wasteland Probe. That's what we're going to call it. Accept. Now this won't be there for another year, but hey, it's on its way. Okay, now, what is this big... Oh, it's a ring. Okay, now let's move over here and let's send off some science. No, this is the one. This is just a relay probe. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in a sync orbit with this thing over here. Real quick. So I'm gonna try to get it on at least 1/4 of the way around the planet, so we have better connection all the way around. Should be fine. Yeah, we're not complete. We're about 1/4 there. That'll be fine. If I get this orbit right, they won't catch up to each other, and then I'll have to launch 2 more to get a perfect one. But I don't really need to do that. I will worry about all that stuff when I start to build my power wall, which I'm not really sure I'm going to build a power wall because I never actually used the power wall. I mean, last time I spent 4 or 5 I don't know, anywhere from 6 to 12 programs talking about the power wall, setting up the power wall, and give me a sec, my camera just decided to stop on me. Alright, sorry about that small little interruption. Right here, we are building a probe. At least that's our endeavor. We're trying to build a probe, which will be I think we're gonna build multiple probes, which will go on a single launch vessel. Well, not actually a launch vessel, or a single powered vessel to send out these probes, and these probes will land on planets or moons. Yeah, that's what we're gonna try to do. So right here, we're just trying to. I figure we want about 2,000 Delta V, or close to 2,000 Delta V for each probe. So, to get that, we may need to do some changes, though. There we go. We also need. I realized we didn't have a what's it called for this yet. Thing that enables us to turn left and right. It needs some power. I mean, not power, but solar panels. Yeah, we don't want them to cover themselves. There. With a total of, well, 1,000 delta V should be enough, theoretically. I mean, if we're going to drop these things, which I'm planning on doing, is dropping these things on moons and into planets, all they're going to do is just land, more or less. They're not really going to move around. Okay, we need 4 of these things. Now, we can attach, but we're going to need a separator. There we go. Yeah, that works. Now we just need one on top. Probe. Now it's time to build the power system, the thruster. We're going to use the nuclear reactor that we unlocked a while back. Right here, we're going to shrink it down. We're going to use this, make it bigger. Now, we're not going to leave the nuclear reactor right there. No, we're going to put it inside one of the, what is it called? I'm having a hard time remembering what they're called. Inside one of the trust, yes. We also need something for the radiators for the stinking reactor. Okay, that's what we're doing with there. I'm just see like 0.42 thrust to weight ratio in space, obviously not on ground. We want to see if it can have enough, if this actually gives enough energy, which it does. It produces the amount of electricity we need, which is probably close to about 1 megawatt. I think at this size it uses about 1 megawatt. So yes, I have my engine all the way up. It's not eating any of my oh, okay. Well, it's producing 386 kilowatts. Oh, okay. So no. Okay, yeah, megawatts. I thought electrical, 1,000 electrical charge. I thought it was a megawatt, but I guess not. 1,000 electrical charge is only a kilowatt. Ooh, okay. So this is using 36 kilowatts, which means it's using 3,600 electrical charge. Yes. And here we go. I put the reactor inside that, but I'm not liking the looks of this. I don't like that being so far out. I want to only have one of these. So we're going to rearrange it a bit. If we can't select that, we need to select this one. No, that's not the one I want. Right there, whatever. Here, right there. That's what we wanted. Yes. Put that down inside. Put these around that. There we go. Now we need this to be on the 4, not 6. There. Come on. 4. There we go. Which we get a total of 7K delta V, which isn't bad. I think that's exactly what we need. Oh, no, stage. Actually, it's not quite enough. I want more delta V. I want close to 10K delta V. I always want 10K delta V. We don't really need it, but I'm most particular for having about 10K delta V when you make a probe. All right. We're also going to make that to heat the top of this thing. I do believe that's everything. Yeah, we just now rearrange our staging, and our probe is done. This thing's gonna be beautiful. It's expensive though. It's $2 million. Just to rearrange to see. Alright, now we need to launch it, and we launch it using the KTS system, but first we're going to test it just a little bit more to make sure that I'm not running out of fuel or something weird wrong. I'm pretty sure we got it all in place, but always good to test. Alright, it's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It works like a charm. With its own reactor, this thing will run for 5 to 6 years. It doesn't need to run that long, but it will work. And then the other ones don't have their own reactor. They do have solar powered, which can probably become a little bit of a problem, but it should work. It really should. It should be fine. Let's hope it is anyway. Alright. Let's go ahead and see what planet we're going to try to go to. Where is that? We're looking for uncrewed flybys. Yes. There's Wasteland. There's Moons of Wasteland. There's Drizzen. We already got one going to Wasteland though. Okay. Drizzen, Moons of Drizzen. Drizzen's actually a very light, very small gravity. I think Drizzen will be easy. And if Drizzen now has a moon, which used to be Drez. Yeah, Drizzen used to be Drez. At least I think it would. I haven't actually been to Drizzen, so I have no idea. Well, I think it used to be Drez. But it now has a moon too, which is cool. Which means it that will be really good. We went ahead and launched this thing, like I think we already said we did. We used Kerbal transport system, so I don't have to actually take my 100-ton launch and put it into space. And now I am trying to create a maneuvering node. That would take all of mine, but it would instantly get me there. I don't have the Delta V, because then I'd actually have to stop. That wouldn't work. It'd burn up anywhere. And if I try to use the aero braking, this thing will burn apart like paper water, especially at that speed. There I can use 6K, but I will not have enough Delta V to slow down. And actually, no, that's going to take hours to burn with the thrust to weight ratio we have. Oh yeah, that's just not going to work. Look at that. We're going to crash right into the planet. Alright, so we reload. That didn't work. We're just trying to find a good launch position. I don't want to take too long, but I don't, it's just, yeah. Okay, so that didn't work. I finally decided to go with this one. It's going to take 2 years to get there, but it's the best I could find. And even if I wait for a launch window, it's still going to take about that long to get one. So that's the problem. I don't like wasting time. So I always, when it comes to the part of sending probes off to different planets, I have a problem with it because I don't like to wait. I like to do it and then right then, and I don't like to warp up time and wait for a year. So I end up spending out all these probes, but I don't ever end up using them. We're burning this new maneuvering node using MechJab to burn it. Mechanical Jebediah, which actually completely replaces Jebediah. Poor Jebediah. He hasn't even got to go outside of the space station this run around. Not a space station, Space Center. And the game's all about Jebediah. He should be able to be a scientist and engineer and all that. They make him really cool. Scientist, engineer, and a pilot. He's like the best there is. But anyway, we're halfway through the burn. Well, way past. We're 1/4 left on the burn. Here. And we are coming to that apex. Actually, you know what? We're burning over past it. I just realized, we burned way past it. I didn't even realize it until it was too late. It's alright. We can refine. We wasted a few Delta V. It's not a big deal. All right, so we sped up time until we were outside of the influence of solitude, and we're going to fine-tune approach. There we go. A 6,000, and we will add that to our alarm system. So that will be in 175 days. Pow! That's a long time away. We're going to go ahead and send out the data this thing just collected. I mean, get a decent amount of data. We're not going to gain much science, though, from it. And we don't have enough money to send out another one of these things. This thing costs $2 million, so we can only send out this probe right now. And then we got to spend the rest of the time waiting for everything. Well, we either has to do farming or messing with our mobile base, our off-the-planet base, which is probably going to be the best deal because I hate farming. I've done all the missions in Kerbal Space Program over and over and over and over again. I've even downloaded tons of different mission packs, and I'll tell you what, I'm bored of them. But I still love Kerbal Space Program. But the mission packs, the missions, I've even done the BD's armories, all the ones attached to BD armories for farming on my own when playing Kerbal Space Program. And they help a lot. But, fun. So now we come back here. We're going to build ourselves a little probe. The object of this probe is to farm some science off of the planet, off of the 2 moons around us. We're just going to put this inside a reactor. We want to actually put this inside there. You have to move things off. I actually might know. I don't need my own reactor for this. But as I said, yeah, we're going to probably build up our base, which will enable us to actually build stuff off planet for a much cheaper, faster, well, not faster, you have to wait a couple days for it to build, but a much cheaper rate. And if I can get some actual resources up there, no, I don't have to actually get some resources up there. I just have to get some drills, different types of drills up there, and RSU processings, so we can process stuff. But we're test out this little probe here. No, not probe. Rover. That's what we call it. We need a bigger, much bigger. What's it they call it? Reaction wheel. Yes. But first, let's go ahead and collect the science from the data part. Our science here. Yes. Wonderful. Now let's drive it around and get more science. We can gain a good 100, 200 science from just the science around the data, around our space center. This thing's wheels fall down a little bit too low for my liking. The top of my satellite dish my communication dish is going to get ripped off. So let's go ahead and what the heck? No! What? I hate when that stuff happens. Still happening. Okay. Stupid stuff. Can I fix this? Would you let me fix this? Any way I can actually... No, it's still doing it. See here. Can that work? Ah, yes! Alright, there. Now, the top of my communication device will not be bouncing across the ground and being ripped off. Alright. Let's go farm some more science. I did it again. I left it standing up. It doesn't work. If I put a bigger reaction wheel on it, might work, but I don't think it's big enough to move things around here on this planet. I do have to have a bigger reaction wheel. I will put one on there. Here we go. X-ray, laser. Yeah. Moving on down. Yeah, this thing's actually got some pretty nice rows moving into it. I like it. It's good. Moving across the land. I also would like to build this up by my station. Oof. I was paying so much attention to the signs, I wasn't paying attention to where I drove. So we can recover and see how much signs we got from that. We should gain about 100, I think. 91. Not bad. All right. Okay, but as I was saying, I want to be able to build this up on my base, my mobile base on Guardian or Nemesis. I'm not sure which. And I've decided I need one of these. Just because I can. There we go. Like that. And like this. And like that. Now we need radiators instead of solar panels. And scale things out and move them around. Oh no, I think it's time to completely redo my sick bot. Because I just realized I have a stupid heavy-weighted junior in there, material junior in there, and I don't want that. So it's time to completely rework the sick bot. The Cybot, sorry guys, Cybot. But I'm going to skip so you don't have to watch me do that, because this is a long, tedious process. Still at it? Yep. And we're almost done. We're just making sure everything's still in the right positioning. Except for I have this thing on its wrong side. I didn't even notice that. I'm going to have to move this around. There we go. Make that down, make that up. Yes. And yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot the heating. Because this isn't going to work when I launch it. Because I forgot to put radiators on it. Yep. Forgot to put radiators on it. There we go. Just put 2 like so. Oh no, like let's put it. Let's use these and make them radio mounted. Can I do radio? Can you let me do radio? Yes. Yeah, that's what I wanted. No, we want them to look a little better than that. Alright. We've now got a rover. I think this thing's ready for almost anything we can throw at it. Well, it doesn't have enough delta V. I always hate not having enough delta V. I get, it's too heavy for an ion engine. And I don't feel like driving it around. Actually, it needs a bigger base. Bigger, longer, farther out wheels, but I can't do that. That's too much weight putting them on that. Okay. I think that's actually everything. I think we've got it all, except for more delta V, which is just... I don't really want something that long. You can scale it and put it in there. Because it's just doesn't look nice, and it's not easy, it's not nice to control. Real life, I would have just a whole bunch of different type of containers hanging off the side, kind of like equally distributed to make it look a little bit funky, but that's how I would do it. And we also increased the size of our reaction wheel, which is very needed. We must have to increase the size of our reaction wheel. I don't like that. I just didn't like it. It's too chitty. And it also made it too heavy. I guess that's what we're going to go with. Let's go to the mobile base and fly, and let's go and see what it takes to mobile base on this one. No, not Nemesis. Yeah, well, you can go Nemesis. Nemesis to see what we're building. Yeah. Okay. It's not doing too well. And that's because these things are not positioned in the right place. Now, that's just peachy. We can move these. Now the inventory. We do not have the inventory. We have to build one of these things. So inventory. How come I have negative 0.87 productivity? I should have 8 productivity. I said 0.8 productivity at the bare minimum. This thing's busted. I don't think you should ever have anything that allows you to have, everything should always give a positive productivity, even if you're not in it, just because that makes the Kerbals happier. But no, these things often have negative productivity, and it really annoys me, and I don't know why it does it. It just shouldn't happen. I can't do any coding though myself, so... Oh, right, we completed a mission, and this thing's still not working. All right. Looks like we're going to have to do some debugging with our mods, because I am running on 1.4.2, and most of the mods are still running for 1.3.1? Or is it 0.2? Anyway, so I went and did some debugging. So what's wrong with this one? In that one, I'll pause and tell you about it. I changed it in the system files. What's wrong with it is it conflicts because it has a KSI, which is Interstellar KSP Interstellar Extended, has in their science lab a thing to make it so that the researchers, the scientists, are more profitable. But that also conflicts with the engineer buff, making it more usable. Okay? And because I have engineers instead of scientists, it's actually giving a negative buff. But if I put scientists in it, and because they're not engineers, it gives a double negative buff. Well, not double, but it gives it negativeness. So what I actually had to do is turn my productivity factor into the negatives for that. I'm not going to keep it that way. I just wanted to do that so I can get it to work. I don't think there's any workaround it at all. I just won't be able to actually use KSP I's science labs for my creations. It really sucks, but it's just how it's going to work. But I have to have that... what is it called? Screwdriver, so I can fix my oh man, why am I having such a problem with these stupid names? My ore drivers, my drills. Dang, yeah, that's my drills. That's it. Yes. So I have to have the screwdriver so I can fix my drills. So I can then keep farming the ore and making it back into liquid fuel. No, yeah, it is liquid fuel, so I can launch off the planet and bring that thing home so I can fix it for later and send out another one. At least that's the plan. It's stupid that it does not increase productivity. Actually, that's a bug game, so I don't feel wrong at all for the changes I made. It should be far more productive because it's a far better equipped science lab. And engineers, here's the screwdrivers. I need to have screwdrivers. Okay. We're going to need this a certain size because we need at least a couple screwdrivers, and it's always good to have at least one of these. Screwdriver. There we go. And looking at different things to build a bigger drill, to hold a big drill for our other one, which is actually working because it's the default lab. Drillo. Mobile base. We will create our screwdriver here, which is only going to take an hour, which it should actually only take an hour. Oh, my productivity dropped down to 0.37. Oof. Stupid. Oh, it dropped down to 0.37 because I'm not producing enough rocket. Okay, rocket parts. Yes. Well, And those things are not working either. Well, even though they should be working. Anyway, we're going to get the next tier in this. So, because I want to put on my probe, as I was thinking about my probe, I want to have manned probe. I don't want it to be a non-manned probe. So I want to change it to be a manned probe. And we need better wheels than that. I didn't like how those wheels were actually bouncing around. Anyway, they kept on flipping over and I just didn't like it. Let's scale these up a bit. And I do believe we're about ready to come to the end of this episode. Wait, what did we do? Ah, yes, we made probes and launched them. We made a probe and launched it. And here I'm going to try to... Okay, and it should be able to launch this with somebody in that seat. At least there was a announcement that they were making it that way. Or was it in... Or is that a mod? I don't know, I have the mod if it's a mod. That you can launch someone inside your seat. A control seat, an external control seat. That's not quite right. They're not quite matching each other. Remove and change, move again. Make sure it's right on that line. Move right there. There. Perfect. And everything in here is good. And we're going to add our new science experiment right here. I've already had this spot because I've done this 100 times. Make science Cybots, yes. Here we go. And we didn't get a Kerbal. Why didn't we get a Kerbal? It's supposed to auto-assign a Kerbal. And no, I can't put in a Kerbal on her. Poof. Poof. Pack of pickings. Well, that fuck. I could have sworn that they announced they were going to make it so you could automatically put a Kerbal in one of them. I thought maybe it was a mod. Maybe I read it somewhere on a mod that you can put Kerbal directly into an external control thing. So now I'm trying to use this tin can to put a Kerbal in it, but it's not working because if you scale it down, it doesn't let you that one in. And if I use it like this, it's going to be a massive imbalance when I actually use the ship. Crew report. It's not manned. Okay, so it didn't work. It's still too big. I'm too small. And I can't flip back over. Well, it looks like we're going to have to rework this entire thing. I'm going to have to stick a normal, everyday... I wish I could just put a Kerbal in there. But no, I can't. And I don't feel like going around and looking for the mod that allows me to do so. That could take me forever. And I don't want to do that. Alright. Now, I'm going to definitely have to put a normal top on this thing, I think. A launcher, I don't even know what they're called. It's the default first-person probe thingy you get. But first, let's go around and get some science with this. So if you know the name of the mod that allows you to put Kerbals directly into an external external command seat, please tell me, because I don't want to go look for it myself. And I'm not sure I'd ever actually use it other than this one case. Oh, hey, that doesn't actually reach the ground. That's annoying. Yeah, but we're getting some decent science here, that's for sure. Nope, still doesn't reach the ground. Yay. Keep. Ha ha ha. And I think that's about it. Well, I mean, for this place, I have to go over here and see what we can get for this. Over here, these guys. No, don't flip. Nah, it flipped. And then it blew up. What blew up? I'm not sure. I'll just recover vessel. Alright, so we gained 74 science. But now we're going to definitely have to change it. I want to put an actual lander can on top of it. So to do that, we should move these up a little bit. Ah, they're not the same. The back wheels aren't turning like they should. No. Huh, that'll cause problems. It does. Yep, that don't work. Causes the controls to be all wonky. And I can't flip back up, still can't. But in a 0G environment, I definitely can. Or a low G environment. Snoop, close, so close, but no cigar. I just have to actually write them using manual control systems. There we go. There we are. Beautiful little rover. I like the looks of it. But as I said, we're going to have to put a lander can on it. Not a lander can. I'm not sure what it's called. We're also going to have to put a big old engine here too, because we want to be able to fly it out to where we go. Because obviously we're not going to be able to build one on any of our bases anytime soon. There, lander can. Does that? No, that's ugly. Just putting the little things in here as I need them. There we go. And put this on, scale down. And now we're gonna, because it's smaller, we're gonna need other parachutes. Let's move that out of the way so it doesn't look so horrible. So I guess it's not a lander can. Our default command pod now has a communication device system inside it, which it actually really should. But at this level technology, increased and gained stuff. Yep, here we go. And these are going to be our impact probes. What we're going to do is spin around really, really fast and drop them into the planet, so they give us impact data. Because we got the impact probe scanner, and everyone knows the impact probe scanner gives you a boatload of science, because you can do it multiple times, which is really awesome. We're going to try out this, because we need more. 6,000, not bad. Yeah, I like it. And we're gonna need, of course, a satellite communication system on top of that one as well, because I'm gonna leave this one in space after we're done with it. So that is the rover, and I believe that is all we have time for today. Tomorrow, or next time, whenever you next watch the next episode, if it's out or not, we will go ahead and launch the rover and do some roving on Nemesis, I think. Yeah, we're going to do some roaming on Nemesis. All right, LordMaddog signing off.